I accidentally had my baby in my friend's car. Now her husband and she don't want to speak to me. How do I fix this? Plus, new update. I'm very aware this sounds ridiculous, but I'm so tired of worrying about this and need some outside perspective. This all happened almost 2 weeks ago now. I was almost 38 weeks pregnant at the time. My partner left for an afternoon to help out her brother, which we were both fine with. She was only a 1.5-hour drive away, and neither of us saw this coming. My friend Alice offered to come spend the day with me so I wouldn't be alone. Honestly, it was really nice to have her there. We just watched some movies and hung out, and even though I was very uncomfortable throughout the day, I didn't consider that I might actually be going into labor. I had been feeling discomfort for ages. At some point, we did realize this was the real deal, and I called my wife. We considered waiting until she got back, but things started to get real very fast, and I asked Alice to drive me to the hospital. She was fine with this, I think. We didn't fully make it to the hospital, and I ended up having my daughter in her husband's car. We're both fine, luckily. I had a few complications, which are now okay again. Our baby is beyond perfect, and though my wife is having a hard time with having missed her birth, we have a wonderful tiny human to focus on. Things have been really messed up with Alice and her husband, though, and I don't know how to solve it. 2 days after all that happened, I sent her a message thanking her again for everything she had done, and told her, light-hearted but sincere, to please send me a bill for having the car cleaned. She didn't reply for a while and eventually just liked the message. I've messaged her a few times since, and she hasn't replied. Her husband sent me a message saying not to message her, congrats on the baby, but thanks for fucking up his car. I feel so lost. Please don't get me wrong, of course my priority is with my little family right now, but this keeps crossing my mind. This is so unlike her. Her husband and I were never the closest. I don't love how he speaks to her sometimes, but we were still friendly. I don't know how to solve this. Did I traumatize her so much that I need to leave her alone? Do I keep trying? I'm so grateful for all she did that day. Edit. Thank you all for the replies. This is quite overwhelming, so I hope it's okay that I do this here. I'm going to try to reach out to her again, but not through text, or maybe I can ask one of our mutual friends to meet up with her. I don't know yet, but I'm going to try to check in on her in some way. Also, we plan to pay them back since this happened, no worries. I'm very aware that I messed up their car in a big way. Thanks for all the replies, truly. I got a lot of great advice and insights, and I'm going to figure out my next steps. Edit 2. I've reached out to her and apologized once again for everything I've put them through, both car and trauma-wise. I said once more that I'd really like to pay to fix all of this, regardless of the cost. Or, if they want, I can try to reach out to some professionals and sort everything ourselves. Anything to make it right. I also asked if they want me to rent them something, though I think my sincerity in my first message to pay everything was clear. I don't want to take any chances. I will add that any other message I had sent her was very serious and worried. I never joked about paying. Thank you all for your comments. I feel awful about what I did to their car. I'll make it right, as we were planning to, but try to be more proactive about it. This has all been quite overwhelming, but very needed. Thank you for taking the time to reply. I'm going to sleep now. It's been an emotional day. Edit 3. She's deleted or blocked me now, and I'm at a loss. I'll continue trying to make this right and reach out to places to get estimates, contact insurance, and so on. We're taking this very seriously, I promise, though I appreciate you all so much for helping me see how badly we dealt with this. I really need to step away from this post for a bit. Thank you all loads, and good night. New update. Hi everyone. I'm going to try to keep this short and sweet, also very tired, so apologies for errors, but I saw people were still responding to my original post. Thank you all for taking the time to do so. It's been overwhelming but so needed, and I've tried to take your advice to heart. I saw Alice a few days ago. She came to our house unexpectedly. I had just gone out and my wife had to call me. This was after she had blocked me. I know a lot of you were upset with her, and a lot of you with her husband, but we're getting to that. But I was just so damn happy to see her that I immediately started bawling. She did too. She apologized, and so did I. We had a long conversation, which I'll try to summarize. Everything that happened had been a lot for her, which is completely fair, and she was having a hard time processing it. Initially, she didn't feel upset with me. Her husband, however, had been furious. He already isn't our biggest fan, so this really set him off, including at her. Don't get me wrong, I don't blame him for being upset about his car, but I do wish we had had different or better communication. He had been fuming that we hadn't reached out sooner after the baby was born, and that my first message wasn't more apologetic. In her words, Over the weeks following everything, she started to feel angry at me and us because he convinced her too, and my messaging and reaching out then was just too much in that moment. After the silence, she realized she wasn't upset with me, but with the situation, and that she should be relieved everyone was okay. She even asked her husband to stop bringing it up, as she was sick of it. We agreed that we really just wanted to be okay again, though she admitted she'd have to build it up slowly, again because of her husband. I apologized again for everything and for how I wish I had done things differently. She even made a small joke that she's proud to be such a big part of her birth story, which honestly gave me more relief than anything else she said. I hope she will be okay. I don't love the guy, but I can't do more than be her friend, I think. Luckily, the car isn't totaled. I was terrified of this and feel stupid for not realizing it was an option. Thank you all for pointing that out. Only the front seat where I was sitting was messed up, and TMI, my sweatpants took the worst of the mess, I guess. The car is already cleaned and fixed before Alice even came. He has it back, and we've paid back everything. He doesn't like driving it anymore. That's all. I think my wife, baby, and I are okay. She's a month old already, which is wild. I realized I do have some trauma left from the whole birth, which mostly started to hit me once I wasn't obsessing over Alice anymore. So I'm going to work on that. Thank you all for the love, the support, and also for helping me realize I should have done things differently. Reddit can be overwhelming, but you've helped me a lot. Final edit. Thank you all for the responses. I care way too much about what you all think though. Reddit may not be the best place for me, haha. So I'm going to log off now. Thank you all loads, from the bottom of my heart. This is also my last update.